a snowy Friday night from downtown Danbury, Connecticut. This is Danbury Hattricks hockey, and it starts right now, right here on the Hattricks Digital Network. Hello again, Hattricks fans. Doug Latuca with you for our lone broadcast of the weekend, the first of two games for the Hattricks right before the holidays, as Danbury welcomes in the fifth place Motor City Rockers, and then heads right on the bus up to Watertown for a battle tomorrow night with the Watertown Wolves. Both teams being announced to the ice as the Hattricks try to string together back-to-back wins for the second time this season. They were trying to make it 3 straight wins the last time the teams met up a couple of weeks ago in Motor City. Hattricks were fresh off a weekend sweep of the Port Huron Prowlers at the end of November, and then started off December with 2 games with the Rockers. They had won 2 in a row and then fell to the Rockers 6-5 in a shootout, a game the Hattricks trailed 2-0, then led 4-2. Game ended up tied 5-5 after 3 periods of play, no goals in the overtime, and then it was Eli Rivers who ended the shootout, giving the Rockers the win in game 1 of the weekend. Hattricks responded the next night. Vadim Frolov, a 2-goal performance in a 3-2 victory for the Hattricks. Connor McCullum was in net that night for the Hattricks, as he will be again tonight. A big note, Hattricks are without their captain, Johnny Ruiz, tonight. He blocked a shot, friendly fire off the stick of Josh LaBelle last weekend in that win over HC Venom. So no Ruiz this weekend as he recovers. Now a moment of silence here in Danbury.
For the tragic passing of Will Need this past Monday. Will was a member of the greater Danbury hockey family, a diligent student, and a contributor to the New Milford High School community. We ask that you kindly observe a moment of silence now for Will. Thank you. We'd also like to recognize Will's teammates, members of the New Milford High School hockey team. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time we ask that you stand if you're able, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the flag as we honor those who protect our freedom. Singing the anthem, please welcome New Fairfield High School Chorus.
the new Fairfield High School chorus with tonight's national anthem. A couple moments before the puck drop on a Friday night from here in Danbury. Hello again, Hattricks fans. Doug Latuca with you. Let's do it. Hattricks looking to make it 3 straight wins on home ice, dating back to November 23rd of 7-4 victory over Binghamton, and then last weekend defeating the Venom 5-3 on the Saturday night. The Hattricks come in at 7-6-4-1, 27 points, good enough for 3rd in the Empire Division. They sit 5 points behind Watertown for 2nd place in the Empire. The Rockers are 4-10-1-3, 19 points, 5th in the Empire Division. This game, 19 for the Hattricks out of 56 as we trek along in what is a long FPHL schedule. The Rockers are in the white jerseys, black pants, and the White Sox with the purple and black striping. They start Samuel Gagnon, Avery Smith, and Tristan Wells with Nicholas McGill-Diaz and Cody Oakes. Starting in goal once again is Ricardo Gonzalez. He is 5-8-1 with a .374 goals against average, a .916 save percentage, has a shutout on the season. Hattricks are in the orange jerseys. The puck is dropped, and we are off and running on a Friday night from Danbury. The jerseys, limited edition for the Hattricks, the script Danbury, which you see in the top right corner of your screen, on the front of the chest for the Hattricks. Those are available via auction through the Dash app. You can locate the link on our website. It closes at 9 p.m. tonight. They score! Noah Robinson is getting hot. 23 seconds in, and the Hattricks are off and running. Robinson wasting no time. Goals in back-to-back games, and he is pumped. Well, a goal right off the bat. That means you should probably place your bids on the jerseys, folks. That closes up at 9 p.m. So, Danbury started with its second line of Connor Woolley, Chase Harwell, and Noah Robinson as the Rockers ice the puck. And Robinson, with his 4th goal in his 8th game as a hat-trick, mentioned back-to-back games with a goal. He scored 7 seconds in, which is a hat-trick's record, back on November 30th in Port Huron. This time, 23 ticks into the opening frame, and it's that wrist shot, that quick release from Robinson, which has been so lethal. So not even a minute into play, and the Hattricks possess a 1-0 lead. Ricardo Gonzalez, first shot he faces, beats him. This is his 5th consecutive start. He has been in the net for every game but one, dating back to November 8th. So he has been the workhorse with Trevor Babin out for the Rockers. Many who watched the playoffs last year remember Trevor Babin and Connor McCullum going toe-to-toe in the playoffs, both putting on a show for their respective teams. So the goal officially, Robinson, 23 seconds in. Woolley with the assist and another icing from the Rockers, 1 minute and 25 seconds gone by, opening period. 1 shot and 1 goal. As for Woolley, he has 9 points in his last 7 games following a 3-point outing last Saturday in the win over the Venom. 18 points now in 19 games. He's dressed in every Hattricks contest this year. Russians are on the ice. Van Durken left wing, cuts inside on the backhand, zigzagging around. Van Durken curls back, Pass to the back. The shot from Connor Mullins is grabbed by Gonzalez, and he holds on. Connor Mullins making his debut for the Hattricks, acquired from the Dashers Hockey Club last week in a trade that sent Bowden Zinchenko the other way. Mentioned off the top, no Johnny Ruiz, so Chase Harwell centers this line with Woolley and Robinson. The puck goes in, but the whistle blew. The net came off the pegs. Face off at that far circle. Satirios Karagiorgis and Chase Harwell for the draw. Hattricks win it. They rim it around. Pinching from the right point, Jeremy Rotke. The puck slips out to center ice. And it's feathered ahead for Rotke, who chugs the legs, steps inside the line, wrists one wide. Pouncing on it, LaBelle from the right point. It's Woolley with a wrister, he scores! Off the post and in for Connor Woolley. Already 2 points tonight for number 12 in orange, and a 2-0 Hattricks lead. We said Robinson was hot. Connor Woolley is sizzling. Power play goal on Saturday. He's got a goal and an assist tonight in the first 2.5 minutes. And you couldn't dream up a better start for the Hattricks. Who are looking to make it 3 wins in a row here at home. Hattricks enter tonight with wins in 2 of the last 3 and in 4 of the last 6. Rockers winners of 4 of their past 6 games. So both teams playing some solid hockey, trying to climb up the standings and make their way back, make up some ground on Watertown and Binghamton. At the right point, Bedard's shot blocked in the slot, and Eli Rivers, the leading goal scorer for the Rockers, darts in on the right wing. Mullins smears him along the end boards. It's pride free for Alexander Vasiliev. Cross ice, Jacob Ratcliffe collides near the blue line, flipped it ahead, and it's turned over right onto the blade of Eli Rivers. Rivers dropping it off. Slap shot from Sneath is kicked out by McCullum, who makes his 15th start in Danbury's 19th game. Puck is available. Mike Wynn shovels it along the end glass. It was touched with a high stick and blown dead. McCullum now 12 starts in the last 14 Hattricks games. He is 5-5-1 over that stretch. Was 35 for 38 on Saturday in the win over the Venom. If you are just joining us, Hattricks offense off to a quick start. Goals from Robinson and Woolley within the first 2.5 minutes. Josh LaBelle at center ice. Goes D to D off the stick of Rotke, who finds LaBelle. The lead pass to nobody and an icing on the Hattricks with 4:03 erased in the first period. Already 2 goals for the Hattricks. Woolley's at 2:12. Harwell with the assist. Woolley with points now in 6 of the last 7 games. 6 goals and 9 points during that span. You can actually push it up to 10 points because he assisted on the Robinson goal just 23 ticks into this game. Turnover behind the net, centering pass detected and tipped out to center. Wynn Across for Colton, and back to win. The veteran defensive pair for the Rockers, all the way through the stick of Kuhn. Karagiorgis had his stick lifted at the blue line, and Robinson darts up the right wing. Off the end boards, and put just wide. With Woolley crashing the net, Robinson threw it off the backboards. It trampolined down in front, and Woolley shoveled it wide. Now a turnover, puck bouncing in the slot. Harwell was tied up. To the back, Gonzalez dangles around the net, centers. It's turned over and angled off the boards all the way down. Racing after it is Woolley, no icing. Exactly 5 minutes gone. First period shots, 4-1 Hattricks, they lead 2-0. Woolley, left wing, centers for Robinson all the way through. Gonzalez tapping it down low for Woolley. He chases after it himself and feathers it into the far corner. Robinson keeps it moving along the kick plate. Jamison Milam gave it away. Vasiliev, fresh off the bench, shooting, and a save by Gonzalez. Clamped it under the right arm. Little more than 5 minutes gone by. Opening period of the Hattricks. Off to a quick start. Robinson and Woolley both on the scoreboard. Hattricks lead 2-0. We'll step aside on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India pale ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. Expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Ugly sweater competition tonight here in Danbury. You'll see the linesmen for tonight, Marty Heiser and Kyle Cedrone, with their ugly sweaters. And nothing ugly about the Hattrick start tonight. 5.5 in, and it is 2-0 Danbury with goals from Noah Robinson and Connor Woolley. Hattricks looking for more. Billy Berry drops off for Vasiliev. Bouncing puck tracked down by Mullins. Swings it around, kicks in front. Ratcliffe shoots wide. Picked up right point. Bedard to the net. It's fought off by Gonzalez. Ratcliffe double teamed, leaves the puck in the corner. Vasiliev stapled to the boards. Works it free. Bedard shoots. Blocker save. Spits out to Mullins, who shoots one right into the midsection of Gonzalez, and he holds on. And after the whistle, some extracurriculars. Gotta watch out for Tristan Wells, the big body D-man at 6'6", number 57 in white for Motor City. The Rockers coming off a weekend split against their in-state rival, the Port Huron Prowlers. But as I mentioned, they are winners of 4 of the last 6 games. One of those was back on December 6th against the Hattricks. And that snapped Danbury's 2-game winning streak. Hattricks trying to put together back-to-back wins yet again. Would be the second time this season, if they can do it. Lots of time left on the clock, but they've put themselves in a positive position. Rivers, who's scoreless in the last 3 games, attempted to center, and the Hattricks clear it out. Cody Oakes back on it, scored a short-handed goal when we were in Motor City a couple weekends ago. Number 19 for the Rockers. Right wing, Carson Baptiste for McGill Diaz. Rims it around for Baptiste. To the point, Sneath. Slap shot fought off and spits to the near corner. Pass to the back, detected. Van Durken cannot clear. Baptiste kept it in on the line. Rivers outnumbered 1-5 below the goal line. Rockers making changes. And it's reversed back for LaBelle. Camped out behind the Hattricks net. Shots are 8-2 in favor of Danbury, and they lead it 2-0. Fresh legs on the ice for Danbury. LaBelle's outlet was tipped. Robinson got a piece, then went tumbling down at center ice. It's chipped in to the near corner. Gonzalez self-pass off the boards, picked off by Kuhn, who works it free. Karagiorgis. High steps around the net, dishes down low. Gonzalez takes it away. Hattricks get it out as far as center, where Colton recollects, angles off the far side boards. It's tapped ahead for Telmstrom. He's rubbed out of the play by Pedersen in his second game as a hat-trick, number 5 in orange. Signed, started the season with the Carolina Thunderbirds. Robinson closed off in the corner, and it's lofted through center ice. Mullins right back in. Gonzalez out of the net. And Colton locates Wynn, who sauces it off the far dasher. It's rolling. And Bedard will reverse course and go D to D. Mullins ahead for Vasiliev, tapping it along Ratcliffe. Outnumbered right wing wrister, wide of the left post. Ratcliffe, quick pass into the middle, kept in at the line by Bedard. Ratcliffe walks the far wall, looking off the boards. Berry, instead Bedard, right back for Berry, cuts inside, shoots wide. Vasiliev picks it up on the right wall. He's crunched along the boards. LaBelle pinching from his D spot, centers. Vasiliev's shot was blocked. It's gloved as far as the blue line and then swatted out to center ice before the Hattricks come right back in. Vasiliev up the gut. Fanned on the shot, had Rivers on his hip. Bouncing puck, Van Durken all the way through him. Clear attempt, hit off a skate. Van Durken centers through Anderson and out to center. Rotke pass to his D partner LaBelle, almost intercepted. Rockers with numbers. Rivers centering pass knocked down by Rotke, and he skates it out of the zone. Jeremy Rotke untouched through center, gives off. Anderson shoots, gobbled up by Gonzalez, and no rebound. As Gonzalez has settled in after the 2 early goals for the Hattricks. Robinson from Woolley, 23 seconds in, and then Woolley from Harwell at 2:12. First of 2 games for the Hattricks this weekend. Danbury will head on the bus tonight, right up to Watertown to close out the weekend, right before the holidays get going next week. Face-off is at the far circle. It's won back, but Gonzalez retreated. Baptiste into the zone, fan on the shot, put it towards the goal, ramps up the side of the net, and then it's covered by McCullum with Sneath standing on the doorstep. Just past the midway point. Hattricks 2, Rockers nothing on a Friday night from Danbury. We'll be right back.
Need tickets for your next event? Tixter makes it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your Hattricks tickets today at Tixter.com because every event starts with the right ticket. Need tools for your next project? Decker Tool Rental H.O. Penn has everything you need for DIY or professional jobs. Quality tools, expert advice. Rent with confidence at Decker Tool Rental. Cool off with a treat from Twister's Ice Cream Cafe. Delicious ice cream in every flavor imaginable. Stop by Twister's today and treat yourself to something sweet. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Craving wings and good times? Head to TK's American Cafe. With the best wings in town and a fun atmosphere, it's the perfect place to hang out. Visit TK's American Cafe and try the Hattricks wings today.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Doug Latuca with you. on the Danbury Hattricks Digital Network.
Very nice. What are you getting at Chick-fil-A?
Hattricks with 2 early goals and most of the puck possession through the first 10 minutes of the opening period. Shots are 9-3. McCullum not tested much, but a D-zone draw for the Hattricks. Rockers win it. Kuhn below the goal line. The lefty looking, dishes, batted down by Telmstrom. Return for Kuhn all the way through, up the near side boards McGill-Diaz. Feathered it in deep. Telmstrom in the slot, shoots, kick save, rebound was swept at, and Kuhn missed it. Karagiorgis, ring of the left circle, walks the wall, shoots it wide. Woolley chops at it. And then Harwell pounds it off the wall out to center ice. McGill-Diaz, the only Rocker with a positive rating this season. Everybody else is a minus. The Rockers with the 3rd worst goal differential in the league. But they have played much better hockey over the last 6. Mentioned 4 wins during that span. Mullins in his Hattricks debut will sky it through center, trickling puck towards the goal line. No icing as Wynn sweeps it to the far side boards. Available near the blue line, rolling at center, and Wynn jumps on it. On left wing, fires it wide. Avery Smith picks it up on the far boards. It's chipped ahead, and Wynn backtracks in his own zone with about 8 minutes remaining, first period. And the Hattricks with a 2-0 lead. Mullins right up the middle, gives off for Berry. He'll curl back at the right circle, centering pass all the way through. And Wells gallops up the right wing, cross corner dump, lively off the end boards. And Berry, off the skate of Rotke, who's pestered by Rivers, finds Vasiliev left wing. Throws it towards the middle. Van Durken gets to it first. Gemzatov wins a battle, finds Van Durken all the way through. Rotke scores! His first as a hat trick! And he bumps the lead to 3. Took him 9 games, but Jeremy Rotke's got his first goal as a Danbury hat trick. And he snaps a 5-game point drought. Found the puck in the left circle and ripped it past Gonzalez. 3 goals on 10 shots. In front of a packed crowd here in Danbury. The offensive fireworks going off. Robinson, Woolley, and now Rotke. Jeremy and I were joking a couple days ago, thinking, when's he gonna get it? Here's Frolov off the post, the rebound, back to Frolov, who wipes it wide. Gamzatov reversing for Frolov. Mentioned his 2-goal output last time these teams met in Michigan. LaBelle at the right point, hopped his stick. He'll sprint after it. Rotke to Van Durken. Over the center ice logo, into the zone. Van Durken swirls, surveys, to the back. Pedersen fumbled momentarily. Then Gamzatov for Woolley. Far boards. Centers. Gonzalez wrist shot. Flutters wide. Ricardo Gonzalez might have got a piece. Near the blue line. Kuhn all the way across for Colton. Gonzalez below the goal line will send it out. There was Woolley all alone at the blue line, but he could not control cleanly. Robinson behind the net, bouncing puck, swatted at. Woolley back for Robinson, and the return for Woolley. One-handed Harwell off the side of the net. Gets back to it, Telmstrom on him. To the point, Pedersen winds, deflected off a leg and to the near corner. Out to center ice, Karagiorgis, head fake. Darts up the wall. Robinson lifts his stick. Woolley comes away with it. And he'll rainbow it in deep. An icing on the Hattricks. With a little more than 5.5 to play in the opening period. Hattricks 3. And the Rockers nothing. Rotke with the most recent goal at 12:23. His first in the black and orange. Assisted by Van Durken and Gamzatov. For both of the Van Durken and Gamzatov, now 8 points in the last 5 games. Can't cool them down. Off the face-off rolling puck, and it's back-to-back icings on the Hattricks, who cannot change. So Danbury putting on one of its more impressive offensive periods. They scored 4 second-period goals on Saturday in the win over the Venom, and now 3 here in the first. And tonight, that's without their captain, Johnny Ruiz, who coming into the night was second in points and assists and third in goals. He is out with a lower body injury. Will miss the 2 games this weekend. He's actually in a suit on the bench coaching. Here's Smith, wristing and scores! Picked his spot, top right corner. Now the Rockers cut into the deficit. It's now a 3-1 Hattricks lead. And Smith, another goal against the Hattricks. He had scored a shorthanded goal here in Danbury all the way back at the start of the season. And with exactly 5 minutes to go in the first period, the Rockers have some life. And the Hattricks lead just 2. McGill Diaz picks it off at center. The Rockers touch up and keep the play onside. LaBelle spins out of trouble, dishes on the backhand too far for Van Durken. At the red line, Oakes rims it around. LaBelle one-hands it. Could not clear. Rivers feathers for Sneath, the Rockers team leader in power play goals. Sneath blue attire. Rotke, who has one of the 3 Hattricks goals, wins the battle behind the net. Oakes keeps it at the right point. High to low Rivers. To the back, Oakes kicks it down. LaBelle steals it away. And Van Durken zigzags over the blue line. Gives off Gamzatov, shoots! Pad save by Gonzalez. Rockers use the glass and back into Danbury territory. Gonzalez in the neutral zone, turned aside, and Woolley, pressured by Kuhn, will park himself behind McCullum. The outlet misconnects, but Robinson there at center. It's swiped away by Wynn. Colton misconnects on a pass all the way down the ice, and no icing. So Woolley has to be alert, moves the puck quickly for Pettersson, all the way back for Woolley. It's in his skates. And then the safety valve was Pettersson. He'll flip it down the ice. As we get to 3 minutes, the reading on the clock in this first period. Telmstrom drops off for Karagiorgis. Spinning in the corner, knocks down Gonzalez. They force a turnover. A battle between the number 15s behind the net. Karagiorgis shielding Harwell. Centering pass, kick save by McCullum, and he covers it. Telmstrom did not get a lot on it. It sprung off of his stick, but McCullum with the left pad kept it out and then corralled the rebound. Less than 3 minutes left in this first period. Hattricks with the first 3 goals. Rockers get one back. It's 3-1 right here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Your car deserves the best. Crossroads Car Wash keeps your vehicle looking fresh and clean, fast, affordable, and eco-friendly. Stop by today. Crossroads Car Wash, where a clean car is a happy car. Transform your yard with Yard Goats Landscaping. From lawn care to custom designs, we bring your outdoor vision to life. Call Yard Goats today and make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers expert dental services for the whole family. Schedule your appointment today. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get the best cuts of meat with Omaha Beef Company. Fresh, premium beef delivered right to your door. Taste the difference with Omaha Beef, where quality is always on the menu. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need reliable stormwater solutions? Coltech Inc. provides innovative water management systems for residential and commercial properties. Coltech, solutions you can count on, quality you can trust.
Danbury 3, Motor City 1, late stages, period 1. Hattricks with 3 unanswered goals to get things started. Robinson, Woolley, and Rocky all within the first 12.5 minutes. But at exactly 15 minutes in this period, Avery Smith, with his 6th goal of the season, 11th point, and the Hattricks lead just 2. Hattricks have scored 5 or more goals in 4 of the last 6 games. They did it against Motor City in the shootout loss on the 6th. A tie-up behind the net. Wynn was down. They blew the whistle to set up a face-off. I believe that is Berry, slow to get back to his skates. His helmet popped off. Reminder, the orange jerseys the Hattricks are wearing tonight, limited edition, orange script on the chest. They are up for auction for the next hour. It ends at 9 p.m. tonight. So place your bids and walk away with this limited edition jersey. All the information at DanburyHattricks.com. You'll see in the top right corner, that's what is on the chest of the jerseys, the Danbury script. And for anyone keeping track, it's the 3rd straight game the Hattricks are in the color orange as the puck is touched on a hand pass. Danbury will be in white tomorrow in Watertown. We will not have the call for you. Instead, you can tune into Wolves TV with Jeff Barrett. Always does a terrific job up in Watertown. So he'll have you covered as the Hattricks finish off the 2 games this weekend before the holiday break. Gonzalez out of the net, gets caught in his skates. Frolov takes it away, but recovering was Milam. He had his pocket picked. Frolov to the point. Rotke taps it in deep. Milam shovels it up the near side boards, nearly gave it away. Wells on the backhand. And Danbury settles things down with about a minute and a half to go in period 1 as Gonzalez opts for the faceoff and both teams make changes. No power plays for either side thus far, and 4 total goals in this frame. Puck skitters right in front of the Motor City bench, then overskated by Harwell, and the outlet dragging Baptiste. He was neutralized. Hattricks possess, angled off the boards. Harwell chops it in deep. Robinson wins the race. No icing. Pass for Harwell. The shot stopped by Gonzalez, and he holds on to it That was on his blocker side, so it got caught up in the pad. But Robinson was wheeling around the net, passed it behind the back for Harwell, who snapped it towards goal. And Gonzalez with the save. Sneath and Harwell for the draw. It's won back by Motor City. Grazes off the glass. Baptiste sprints after it. He'll throw it in front off the pad of McCullum, who sealed off the post. Bouncing puck, there goes Woolley up the left wing. Woolley shoots, save, rebound. Sprung off the left pad of Gonzalez and past Harwell. Glove down Gonzalez, instead it's Sneath. Into the zone, centers behind Baptiste. And Woolley with 35 leads the break. Pedersen on right wing, closed off by McGill-Diaz. He lost his stick. And with 20 seconds, a dump in. Baptiste gets there for the Rockers. Swatted at by Gonzalez. Final 15 of the opening period. 2 orange jerseys, 2 white. They pry for it. Time still ticks. Ratcliffe out for Berry. Maybe one last shot if they hurry. Wynn brings it in, the play offside. And the last 2 seconds. Far dot face-off. Berry and Sneath. And the horn sounds, concluding period number 1. A fairly dominant frame for the Hattricks, which we've become more familiar saying over the last few games for Danbury. Was not really the case for the Hattricks overall, and especially on home ice before this 2-game winning streak. Danbury was just 1-4-1 in its first 6 games at home. Of course, back-to-back wins at home, and now a 3-goal first period. They lead the Rockers by 2. Shots after 1 are 16-8 Danbury. The Hattricks with 2 goals within the first 2:12 of play. Robinson from Woolley, 23 seconds in. Robinson now with goals in back-to-back games. Woolley then says, I want a little more than just an assist. I'll get a goal. He did that at 2:12. Harwell with the helper. Woolley now with 10 points in his last 7 games, 6 goals and 4 assists, and points in 6 of his last 7 with 6 goals and 4 assists. Harwell now playing center tonight. He was unavailable in Danbury's last game on the 14th here in Danbury. And he grabs that assist. So it was 2-0 Danbury, and then the Hattricks adding another. Jeremy Rotke is first with the Hattricks at 12:23. Van Durken and Gemzatov with the assists. It is the ugly sweater contest right before the holidays. Some great participation from the fans here in Danbury as the fans funnel in onto the ice for the annual ugly sweater contest. There's lots to get to tonight. You've got the IHOP pancake eating contest. The winner tonight will be pooled together with all of the monthly winners at the end of the year. And then there will be one final contest to determine who wins free pancakes for life.
What do you think? No, I'm sorry, you didn't make it.
Contest still going on. It's a fan vote, so the more cheers you get, the more likely you are to stick around.
No go, not today. All right, green tux.
And it's been a tough crowd so far. We got a green tux, that's pretty good.
All right, next one, you're in it.
The fans enjoy that one. Of course, we'll have Chuck-a-Puck and the TK Center Ice Shot. That is all coming up a little bit later, but Let's get you to the Hattricks Weekly with Wyatt Kopelman and Matt Voidy this week. They sat down, spoke about the series with HC Venom last weekend, and then what to expect this weekend against the Rockers and the Wolves. Let's take a look.
Hey Hattricks fans, the Danbury Hattricks are back at the Danbury Ice Arena preparing for 2 more games this weekend before the holiday break. With Matt Voidy, Wyatt Kopelman here inside the Hattricks Lounge for the 9th installment of Hattricks Weekly. Matt, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Mike.
Now you're coming off a big win on Friday, or rather on Saturday, in which the Hudson Valley Venom, they gave you a challenge with 2 power play goals late from Dylan Justo, but your team got 5 goals, 4 of them were unanswered. What excited you most about the way that your team executed?
I think the response from Friday night, I think, we've done this a little bit all year. I think while it was a big win, I think it was really, last week it needed to be 2 wins. It's good to see that response, but we don't really want to have to call that a response. We want to have to, we want to call that another win, especially with the team below us in the standings.
Going into this week in practice, how do you believe the energy has translated from that win on Saturday as you prepare for 2 big games this weekend?
I mean, it's been good. I think we've had a pretty good week of practice. I think we're prepared. I think one of the learning points that we have to pick up here pretty fast is, we can't come out casual. We can't come out kind of waiting to see what happens. We have to come out and take it to them and go and take what we want. Once we start to do that consistently, and I mean, obviously, we're human beings, they're human beings. We're not always going to hit it right every time, but we need to be much more consistent with that and not vary from that high level that we came out with on Saturday night. We need to be more consistent with that game to game.
And you mentioned the importance of not coming out too casual and getting on the board in the first period specifically. Connor Woolley broke the standoff on Saturday in the second period. How exciting is it to see someone who's experienced, has the skating numbers similar to last year, set the tone for that scoring?
I'm sorry? Like what? Who are you talking about?
Connor Woolley.
Oh, I missed that part. I'm sorry. I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, we have 3 lines that I kind of consider first lines. It's great to see. It's always great to see anyone chip in and contribute. I think, Woolley getting going and getting hot can be exciting for us for sure.
And then you also got a great goal from Noah Robinson as well. How do you believe he's begun to settle into his role as he's been here for nearly 10 games?
I think Robo's coming in and giving us what I want him to give us, which is kind of that power forward look and that toughness. I think he's handled things pretty well. Obviously, he's in a little bit of a weird situation as a 10th forward at times. I think as he gets more ice time, he'll be even better.
Penalty kill has still been a bit of a concern for this team. As you have a week to regroup, I guess not entirely a week, but definitely a certain number of days before going on to face Motor City this Friday, what do you believe can be done in such a short period of time to at least begin to adjust that concern?
I think it's really small adjustments, small details. I don't, I think it's talking about them, working through them, putting some reps on them. I think that's really what it is, and obviously some of it's, being smart to the team that we're playing. I mean, every team, I think, has their own little wrinkle on the power play, and we have to be aware of that and a little more dialed in on it. I think sometimes with our PK, we've had a lead or we're going well, and we kind of just, again, kind of back to that mindset and that mentality of being a little too casual. And I think we have to understand, like, when it comes to specialty teams, those are momentum shifts or shifters, and we really have to own that 2 minutes, whether we're up or whether we're down, to really get what we want, which is a win.
And then you also had a multi-goal lead going into the third period before Hudson Valley got those 2 goals in the third. How much do you believe your team is absorbing the message in the locker room before you get back on the ice in between periods?
I think they absorb it. I think, those 2 goals, I think, came in the middle to late part of the period. I think we're just a little too casual. I think we're too quick to get there. I think we want to kind of cruise, and I think we have to understand that, even in a game like that, it's 5-1. Finishing at 5-1, or more than 5-1, but keeping them at 1 and finishing it that way is important, and it plays into our habits, especially later in the year when teams are going to die hard. It's not easy to finish someone's season.
So now that you've won 6 games over the last few weeks, and it was the team's first home win since beating Binghamton at home 7-4 in the final week of November, how do you believe your team has begun to improve collectively, aside from the concern of the penalty kill since the beginning of the season?
I think we're maturing. What we've talked about in this interview with the mentality, I think some of that is young guys. We have some really young guys. Some guys who are new to pro hockey, and that's part of the growing pains. I think it's definitely getting better. I think guys are understanding how we start is important. I think now we're kind of managing the ebbs and flows of the game, and the momentum shifts of the game. I think we're meshing really well. We still have some new faces coming in. We added some new D here, but it's coming together. The boys in the room are pretty connected. They do a lot together. They're very supportive of each other. So it's coming together, maybe just not as fast as some of us would like.
And how much going into this weekend is the message centered around not being too casual in the midst of periods? Of course, also being explosive out of the starts. And then, as you said, also the maturity aspect in knowing what it takes to win for 60 minutes.
Well, that's really the focus. I mean, it's the first couple shifts. I think, if you look at our games, you can tell whether or not we're going to have a good game or not. In terms of the PK, or those PK moments, power play moments, we've been through that. I think it's just more our own self-talk as players, whether just in our own minds or whether to our teammates on the bench in that moment. I think that is actually progressing. I think I've seen that get better and better. I think when we're up, I think we just have to be much more vigilant and not assume that a team's just going to go away, because no team, it's pro hockey, no team's going to go away.
Now, going into this weekend, you also have a great deal of scoring. You have newcomers as well, not to mention the 5 goals that you've gotten over the past 6 games, I believe. Matt Peterson, is a big name that comes in to help out defensemen. What do you believe he can contribute in his role as he settles in with this club?
I think Matt, he's young. He's literally right out of junior. He's 21. But I think he's got good skating ability. He can make good decisions with the pucks, with the puck on a stick. I think he's smart. I think he knows how to read the play, and I think he can be steady back there. Obviously we don't necessarily. It'd be great if he can pop in a good amount of points, but I think he can be a steady piece back there for us.
When did you first realize this season that there'd be potential for him to be here and help out the defensemen, especially as you can continue to experiment with deep pairings?
Well, I didn't really know until he got here. Carolina released him, and I think one of our guys knew him because he's local. I think he lives in Brantford. Then we brought him in, and I was like, all right, let's see what he can do. So, and he's done a good job. He's done a good job since he's been here, and I look forward to more. And when you realize a player's that young, it's like, all right, well, there's a lot of upside here. There's a lot of room for improvement.
And I want to go back to not only Connor Woolley and what he's done, but also with the shorthanded goals that this team has. It leads the FPHL. How vital do you think that is, especially when you also have the contributions from Woolley with his skating numbers this season to be able to go out and win games?
Well, I think the shorthanded goals, I think it's almost like, how do you factor that into your PK percentage? I kind of wish there was a way to factor that in, because it seems like a separate stat. I think if you factor that in, we're probably maybe over 80%, and it kind of controls the momentum. Anytime you can come away from a PK having scored a goal and being up 1, that's huge. I mean, that's probably a big indicator that you're you can win the game. I think Woolley contributing is, it's big. Like I said, I think when you look at all three of our lines, I mean, they're all dangerous lines. They're all could be first line for anybody in this league. And I think Woolley getting going is just makes it more dangerous, especially when you look at that line that, he's with. It's Woolley, Johnny and Chase. I mean, that's he gets going, the other two get going. It's like, who's really going to be able to skate with him?
How much pressure do you notice is taken off the Van Durken, Frolov line when you have Woolley contributing, but then also Jake Radcliffe with the assist numbers he's provided?
I think it's big. I think those guys, those three, just love to play. Like I don't know if they necessarily feel that pressure. I think they want to go out and they want to be the best line and the best. I think the best line in the league. I think the way they approach it. So I don't know if it's so much, like, oh well, they're not, they're scoring, so we're okay now. I think they want to go out and they want to score and they want to do a good job. So I think they always have that kind of I hate to say pressure. I think it's just they have high standards for themselves, and I think they try to live up to that every shift, which is great.
And speaking of high standards, Connor McCollum, he bounced back in the net again on Saturday, and familiar opponent, Hudson Valley, you played twice last weekend. What do you believe that you saw from him that can carry into future starts for him?
I think MC's getting even more dialed and I mean, like, he's made some saves that are just like how did he make that? And he made it look easy. I think he's not really pumping out too many rebounds. He's not really... There's nothing in his game where it's like, that needs to get worked on, or that needs to be better. I think we need to be a little more consistent in front of him, and I think his numbers are more a reflection of us not taking care of our own end. I think he's been steady all year. I don't see anything that, where it's could be exposed. I think he's actually getting better and better.
I know we've talked a little bit about his bounce-back mentality either last week or the week before about what he's done to continuously turn in wins and a great deal of saves as well, regardless of which opponent he faces. When you were first here in the team's inception in 2019 to now, and thinking of all the goaltenders you've worked with, how special has that relationship been for you both, for you to get the chance to work with him as he led the league in wins last year?
I think, how special it is. I think it's special with every player that's come through here. I think MC's just a gamer. He's not someone that needs a lot of maintenance, whether emotionally or even in his game. He's pretty self-aware. I think he's a good leader. He's a guy I would want on any team, as a person. I would want him on any team in any league at any time. I think his game in terms of working with that, I think he's got a little bit of an X factor. He's got the technique, but he can break technique, which makes him unpredictable, which, just as it would be an asset to a forward, it's an asset to a goalie when you can be unpredictable for the opposing team.
So as the Hattricks go on and try and take 6 points this weekend, Motor City and then in Watertown on the road Saturday, we'll continue the tradition as always here on Hattricks Weekly. The Hattricks can pick up 6 if
we manage our mental game, we come out like savages.
It's the same word you used last week, and it'll have to apply this week to get 6 and not just 3. So the Hattricks, they take on not one, but 2 opponents this weekend. It's the Motor City Rockers this Friday at 7:30 here at the Danbury Ice Arena, and then in Watertown on Saturday. Matt, thanks for your time as always.
Thanks, Wyatt.
We welcome you back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. 20 minutes in the books, and the middle frame just moments away from puck drop. Doug Latuca with you here on the Hattricks Digital Network. Thanks to both the Hattricks and Rockers fans for stopping by, as the Hattricks are playing the first of 2 games this weekend. Tonight here in Danbury against the Rockers, and then tomorrow in Watertown. In between periods, our very own Lexi Berkey caught up with one of the goal scorers from period number 1, Connor Woolley.
Fans, I'm here with number 12, Connor Woolley. Just after 3.5 minutes, you have 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist. What's working well for your line and yourself?
I think we're just doing the little things right now. We're winning loose puck battles. We're getting it deep. We're getting over the line. You know, keeping right structure that we need to, and we're just making the plays that follow after that.
What's the key to continue dominating in this game?
Stick to what we've been practicing, harping on, like the D zone, making sure that's clean. Not really giving them any presence here, just sticking to our systems and keeping it simple.
So Johnny Ruiz, co-head coach and captain, but today he is just coaching behind the bench. What's his message to you guys through the first period?
We want to win at home every time we play at home, so we're coming out to make sure we send that message, and there's no other option tonight. So,
all right, thank you and good luck.
Thanks.
Well, you heard Connor Woolley there. Hattricks want to win at home. They have won back-to-back games at home after starting the season just 1-4-1 here inside the DIA. Hattricks scoring 3 goals in the first period. Connor Woolley with a goal and an assist within the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It was Noah Robinson. His 4th goal in his 8th game as a hat-trick was acquired from the Monroe Moccasin a couple of weeks ago. Has fit in nicely with Woolley and usually Johnny Ruiz. No Ruiz tonight. Chase Harwell slots right into the center spot, and it paid off right off the jump. The other goal in the period, Jeremy Rotke, who is in the goal category for the first time as a Danbury hat-trick. Van Durken and Gamzatov, 2 of the Russian trio, picking up assists. But Avery Smith, unassisted, with 5 minutes remaining in the opening period, gave the Rockers some life, steadied the ship a bit, and we've seen the Rockers come from behind against the Hattricks before, as recently as a couple weekends ago when Danbury possessed a 4-2 advantage. They led 4-3 going into the third. The Rockers tied it at 4. Hattricks stepped back in front, but Motor City persistent, tied it up at 5 and then won it in a shootout. Tonight, Hattricks with a 2-goal lead as we get set for period number 2. The teams flip sides. Smith and Harwell for the draw. The puck is down, and period 2 is underway. Rotke sauces ahead for Woolley, ramps it in. Ricardo Gonzalez wheels it around, intercepted by Harwell, who flips it below the goal line. McGill Diaz slips it for Avery Smith, who has the only Rockers goal so far tonight. He's into the zone, cuts middles, shot blocked, gets back on it, and plays down low. Wells banks it off the back of the net. The righty gets it back in the far corner. To the point, Diaz to the net, blocked off a skate, and Harwell sprints through center. Dishes off Woolley, drag, shoots, went off the side of the net, rebound through the crease as Robinson blew a tire in the far corner. The shot from Woolley was partially deflected, but just a couple inches from sneaking inside the near post. With a minute melted off the second period clock, shot 16-8. Billy Berry, right wing, slapper save, rebound, slapped on, and it hit a body in front. Berry down low for Ratcliffe. They crisscross. Pinching Gonzalez drops off. Berry surveys, flips it down low for Vasiliev. Strong on his stick. Centering try, Fandon. Win, angles off the boards. Gonzalez settles a bouncing puck. Flubbed the keep in, and Sneath on left wing. Has Baptiste, pull, shoot, save off the blocker of McCullum. Out the other way, it's Ratcliffe. Harassed by Baptiste, he'll swat it in deep. Vasiliev, the first one there for the Hattricks. Tied up in some skates. Vasiliev centers, Ratcliffe on goal save. Rebound, Van Durkin, shot blocked. It spits out for Baptiste, who feathers it ahead for Sneath, and then gave it away to one of the newest Hattricks, Connor Mullins. Frolov gained the line, lost the puck to Kuhn. Up the far side, Karagiorgis pesters Bedard, who angles for Gamzatov, gave it away. Kuhn left wing, centers off a skate. It's lodged in the equipment of Van Durkin. Hattricks failed twice to lead the rush, and instead it's Connor Mullins. Far side, Gamzatov wins the battle. In the offensive zone, throws towards the middle, ramps off a stick, and into the netting. 2 minutes and 39 seconds into period number 2. Mention the Hattricks with some recent success at home. 2 wins in the last 3 games. They scored 3 unanswered goals to start this game. And lead 3-1. Centering pass, Harwell's shot, kicked out by Gonzalez. Again, Woolley and Harwell showing off the chemistry and icing on the Rockers as it whizzed by McCullum off the end boards. And it's interesting, we didn't see Harwell on Saturday in the win over the Venom. Now Ruiz down with the lower body injury, and Harwell fits right in. Usually it's Woolley, Harwell, and Ruiz as the second line for Danbury, but Robinson playing at the top of his game, and he's been a goal-scoring machine. Smith gets the red, fires it in, lively off the end boards, and it wobbles out to center. Oakes backhands through center ice. Wells taps it along, and McCullum touching for LaBelle. Right up the gut, Harwell. Has some open ice, takes it wide up the left wing, turns back. Help was a little late off the bench with Pedersen. And an elevated pass over the stick of Woolley, and whacked out to center. Recollected by Woolley, who shovels it in, and McGill-Diaz for Baptiste, and then Sneath has speed, throws to the middle, Sneath scores! The puck was fumbled by Rivers. It was left, and Sneath snaps it through the 5-hole of McCullum. Back-to-back goals for the Rockers, and all of a sudden the 3-0 Hattricks lead is now 3-2. Not even 4 minutes gone in this middle period. It was Smith with 5 minutes remaining in the first. Got the Rockers on the scoreboard. And now Sneath with his 8th goal of the year, 2nd most on the team. Gonzalez looking for the response. Corey Anderson stuck on 95 points. All with the Hattricks. He's 2nd in franchise history in goals with 80. Ratcliffe leaned on near boards. Baptiste dangles out of trouble. Charges after it. Gives off for Rivers. Back for Baptiste all the way through. That top line for Motor City, very dangerous. Pass all the way to the back. Karagiorgis fresh off the bench, overskated. Anderson lugs through center. Darts off for a change. Berry. Swatted at by Tim Delaney. Rockers do clear, went through Gamzatov, and then a whistle for a hand pass. So the faceoff backed out to center.
Christian Church of Danbury.
And after such a hot start for Danbury, 2 goals in the opening 2:12. The Rockers with 2 unanswered goals. Sneath from Rivers at 3:52 has Motor City within 1. The Ruskies on for Danbury. Gamzatov to Frolov for Van Durkin. He swung and missed. Frolov, high slot, turns, shoots, and a save by Gonzalez. Every time these 3 are on the ice, it seems like they're all over the offensive zone. Gamzatov, near corner, tight turn. Delaney pressed on him. Frolov escapes from the scrum. Switches spots with Mullins. To the point, Bedard, wrist shot, flutters off the glove. Gamzatov throws towards the middle. Another try off the side of the net. To the back. Bedard shot stopped off the stick of Gonzalez with Gamzatov in front. Gamzatov worked over by Milam. Frolov comes away with it. Looking, throws middle, off a skate. Van Durkin and Karagiorgis tied up. It spits to the far boards. Gamzatov takes down Kuhn, who's slow to his skates. The puck whizzes by him as he was on one knee. Karagiorgis pestered by Van Durkin. Telmstrom cannot clear. Van Durkin weaving through traffic. Head up to LaBelle. Hard pass corralled by Woolley. He's double teamed along the far boards. Woolley and Gamzatov over for the Hattricks. Delaney and Gamzatov's hip. Gamzatov around the net. To the point, LaBelle. Wrist shot. Gonzalez saw it, and he covers. A strong response shift for the Hattricks after the Motor City goal from Sneath at 3:52. Early second period and a 1-goal game between the Hattricks and the Rockers right here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Need custom signs or graphics? Vision Designs brings your vision to life with quality printing and design services. Call Vision Designs today for all your custom printing needs. Need a plumber you can trust? Hope Plumbing offers fast, reliable service for all your plumbing needs. From repairs to installations, we've got you covered. Hope Plumbing, where your home is our priority. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and more. Visit Texas Roadhouse today, where great food and great times come together. Drive in style with Todd Maserati, offering the latest Maserati models and top-quality service. Visit Todd Maserati today for the luxury car experience you've been waiting for. Raise a glass at Reverie Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer in a variety of styles. Visit our tap room today and sip on something special. Reverie Brewing, where beer meets imagination. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Hattricks clinging to a 1-goal lead over the Rockers. Now 13.5 to go in this second period. Shots are 21-10 in favor of Danbury. They scored the game's first 3 goals all in the first period, but the Rockers with back-to-back strikes late in the first and early here in the middle frame have cut the Hattricks lead to 1. McCullum covers. It's McCullum against Gonzalez yet again. It was Andrew LaRusso who started on the 6th of December in Fraser, Michigan, but then it was McCullum and Gonzalez the following night. A battle for the puck behind the net. Hattricks put 61 shots on Gonzalez, who was the 3rd star, 58 saves, despite Danbury winning it 3-2. Robinson, back for LaBelle. D-to-D Rotke, touches for Harwell, who chugs through center, gives off Woolley. Pass ramped off a stick in front, stopped by Gonzalez, had to be alert. Pedersen, hands off for Woolley, feather down low Harwell, smeared along the glass. Robinson takes it, he's tripped up. No whistle yet, now Sneath touches before McCullum could get to the bench. And the game's first power play goes to the Hattricks. Baptiste to the box for tripping. Danbury, 10th ranked power play in the league, just over 18%. They do have power play goals, though, in 6 of the last 7 games, after scoring on 1 of their 3 chances on Saturday. Rockers on the kill are second to worst in the FPHL. Under 77% on the penalty kill. Hattricks win the draw. Berry to the point. It escapes the line. And Danbury reorganizes at neutral ice. Van Durken gives off Berry. Cross slot, intercepted, but the Hattricks take it right back. Woolley from the point, slides it, Berry shoots! Deflected out of play. We saw Woolley score from center point on Saturday. That got the party started for the Hattricks in the second period, broke the stalemate. And then that was the start of 5 goals for the Hattricks, including 4 unanswered. Still 1:30 on the power play. Baptiste for tripping. Frolov shoved down, gets back to his skates, angles for Woolley, right point. He'll walk the line, slips it Berry, back for Woolley, pass down low, corralled, and the shot save with Frolov on the doorstep. Berry back to Woolley, giving for Van Durken, net side, Gamzatov all the way through, Berry right point, a battle in front between Frolov and Wynn. Berry lost it. Woolley settles at the blue line. His wrist shot all the way through. Might have got off the stick of Gonzalez with under 50 on the power play. Gamzatov centers. Fan on the shot did Frolov. He goes to the ice, back to his skates. They pry for it. It's available in the far corner, and Wynn fires it down. Under 11 to go in the second. 35 ticks remaining on the power play. The first man advantage for either team in this game. Hattricks more than doubling up the Rockers in shots, 23-10, but just a 1-goal lead. Vasiliev veers middle, a tie-up. It spits to the far corner, Harwell. Rims it around, Robinson races, gets there. Cross ice, Ratcliffe. All the way through for LaBelle, detected. Wells for the outlet. There's Gagnon, right up the gut, short-handed. Kick save by McCullum. Back down it is Gagnon, through the slot, the shot wide. With Baptiste fresh out of the box. He's on the puck in the far corner. Rolling, back pass, shot wide. Rebound picked up near side, thrown towards the middle, all the way through. Delaney at the left point. So a solid Hattricks power play, just no goals. And then a short-handed chance for Gagnon was kicked out by McCullum. Now the Rockers have 2 short-handed goals this season. Both have come against the Hattricks. And Danbury ices the puck. Fortunate for them, though, we are at the mid-period timeout. The Rockers, with 2 straight goals, have cut into Danbury's lead. It's 3-2 Hattricks here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. Reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call Mitchell Oil today for quality service you can trust. Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Fresh frozen yogurt with endless topping combinations. Visit today and create your perfect dessert. Peach Wave, where the possibilities are sweet. Building something special? Kellogg Hardwood Lumber has the finest kiln-dried hardwood lumber for all your projects. From flooring to furniture, we have what you need. Visit Kellogg Hardwood Lumber today. From sports injuries to joint pain, Ortho Connecticut has you covered. Expert orthopedic care for every body. Call today to schedule your consultation. Ortho Connecticut, where movement matters. Looking for reliable waste management solutions? Oak Ridge provides efficient, eco-friendly waste and recycling services for businesses and homes. Call Oak Ridge today and simplify your waste disposal. Looking for the perfect place to work on your golf game? Head to Golf Ranch in Brookfield. With a covered driving range, lessons for all skill levels, and a fun 18-hole mini golf course, there's something for everyone. Get ready to tee off at Golf Ranch in Brookfield.
Doug Latuca back with you in downtown Danbury, Connecticut. 1-goal hockey game, Hattricks and Rockers on a Friday night. It's the 5th meeting of 7 between the two teams. They've split the first 4, each team winning 1 road game in the series. It was the Rockers spoiling Danbury's home opener, first game of the year for both teams. And then the Hattricks prevailing in the most recent contest on the 7th. Vasiliev, right wing, cuts middle, shoots just wide. Gonzalez might have got the piece as Woolley kicked it into the Hattricks bench, so a face-off just outside the Rocker zone. It was these two teams that met up in the playoffs last year. Rockers prevailing in that 3rd game on home ice. Went on to the 2nd round and ran into the juggernaut that was the Binghamton Black Bears, who were perfect 7-0 en route to the Commissioner's Cup. As Smith flutters one on goal, right pad save McCullum. Wynn taps it for Wells all the way through. Gagnon reverses. Anderson reads it. Rolls it down the ice. And the icing is waved off. Wynn far boards, runs into Berry. Bobbling puck at center. Swiped at by Bedard, and Wells pushes it forward. McCullum out of the net, miscommunication. Gagnon throws it towards the slot. It's picked off, and Anderson kisses it off the glass as it bounces into the Rocker zone. Wynn with space, steps over the red line, filters it into the near side corner. Baptiste to Wynn, wrist shot, waffled aside by McCullum. It's shoveled through center when airborne, plopped down, and Colton directs off the boards. Again, no icing. As we continue to play along here in the 2nd, under 8 to go. A turnover behind the net. Paddled away by McCullum, and he's got it covered. Had it covered for a couple seconds. And a D-zone draw for the Hattricks, who seem to have lost a little bit of steam as this game has gone on. Shot out of a cannon to get things going. 3 goals in the opening 12 and a half minutes. But the Rockers with the last 2, late in the 1st, early in the 2nd. 3-2 game. Just announced Xavier Abdella is in the building. Hattricks lost him just 3 games in to the year with a lower body injury, but he is in attendance tonight. Gamzatov surging, dropping Frolov through the legs. Sneath knocked it away, but Gonzalez punches it in. Milam and Gamzatov meet below the goal line. Milam comes away with it, and Baptiste on left wing at his stick lifted. Puck was left for Van Durken. Into the O-zone. Delaney, stick check. Frolov tried to walk through Baptiste. It was stolen away, and Sneath will sauce it in deep. Hattricks without the captain, Johnny Ruiz, and no Zach Pamelayan or Dustin Henning on defense. Instead, it's Connor Mullins and Matt Peterson. One-timer from Pedersen was stopped by Gonzalez. Pedersen in his 2nd game as a hat trick, and Mullins in his Danbury debut. Colton D-to-D with McGill Diaz. The lead, and a huge hit from Harwell on McGill Diaz. Rockers still probe in the zone. Puck towards the goal. Swatted at save. Rebound. A Rocker is on top of McCullum, whose helmet is off. And the play is blown dead. McCullum hunched over, still with no helmet on. Grabbing at his face. It was a free puck in front, and then Harwell clearing the low slot area. Dumped, I believe, Baptiste over the top of McCullum. Looks like Danbury's goaltender is all right. And he makes his 14th save. Face off to his left. It's Harwell and Karageorgis. They kick. Karageorgis and Telmstrom takes it, and he wins it. Karageorgis shoots wide, springs off the backboards. Robinson angles for Harwell, 2-on-2 through center. Floated ahead for Woolley, skates to it. In the corner, centering pass, looking for Robinson. It was in the skates, and Karageorgis the other way will chip in charge. He wins the race in the near corner. Swings around the net, centers, Colton, right circle, shot deflected wide. A follow-up from McGill Diaz was blocked as well. Woolley's clear, kept by Colton. Harwell behind Danbury's net. Will reverse for LaBelle. Into traffic, Telmstrom. To the point, McGill Diaz. Drag, shoots, wide, off the backboards, hit off the back of the net. Rockers all over the Hattricks here. Pass through the slot. Collected Colton right point. Telmstrom opens up to the goal, deflected save. Rebound, Gagnon shot wide. He drew a penalty as Robinson touches Harwell to the box. Holding the call as Gagnon was neutralized in the slot. Danbury 0 for 1 on the power play. And now Motor City gets a crack. With its 10th ranked power play. I misspoke. The Rockers are tied for 5th best on the power play, not second to last in the league.
Getting ready for the Hattricks penalty kill.
Harwell is in the box, and the Hattricks to the kill. They are 11th in the league at 76.6%. Maybe I'll get the numbers right eventually. I'm sorry. The Rockers are tied with the Hattricks in terms of penalty kill percentage. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The Rockers are on the power play for the next minute and 40 seconds. To the point, McGill Diaz. Across from Milam. Snaps one wide, out of the reach. And out to center. Kuhn could not keep it in. Baptiste gains the line. Stopped by Bedard, but punches it through. But Bedard steals it and clears down. Under 5 to go in the second period. Still a minute on the Harwell penalty for holding. And Baptiste into the zone. All the way across. Hop the stick of Colton. Gets back to it, left point. Colton walks middle. The pass for Sneath. Ramped out of play and into the netting. Sneath, the Rockers' team leader in power play goals with 4. Final media timeout. Hattricks still short-handed for another 50 seconds when we come back on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Hattricks fans, are you hungry? Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's is your one-stop supermarket for all your grocery needs and so much more. Craving something sweet? Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With new flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. Visit Crumble today. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Hey Hattricks fans, for a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hattricks Friends and Family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Get back to feeling your best with Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for every body and every injury. Call today to start your recovery. Hat City Physical Therapy. Your health is our focus. Fairfield County Bank is the official bank of the Danbury Hattricks. It's where the Hattricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hattricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hattricks and are proud to support their hometown team.
Hattricks leading the Rockers by 1. Under 5 to go in the second period. Doug Latuca with you on a Friday night from downtown Danbury. Thanks so much for joining us. Final 50 seconds of the Rockers power play. Colton Gives off a drag from Rivers, and the shot fought off by McCullum. Sneath emerges. Colton for win, right point with 30 on the power play. Rivers, ring of the right circle. Below the goal line now. Gives off Baptiste. Handing Wynn. Snapper deflected and stopped by McCullum. Baptiste keeps it alive. Crunched by Gonzalez in the corner. The last 15 seconds of the power play. It's clogged up. Worked free. Wraparound. Score! Baptiste found a spot through McCullum. And from 3-0 down, the Rockers with 3 straight goals have tied it. Carson Baptiste, his 8th goal of the year, his 3rd on the power play. And the Rockers with a late goal in the first and now 2 here in the second have completely erased a 3-goal deficit. And here they come 2-on-1. Gagnon's wrister was deflected wide. Here's Wells in the slot, uncorking one, deflected into the netting. As the Rockers have flipped this game on its head after a fairly dominant first period from the Hattricks, Motor City now having whatever it wants in the O-zone. You wonder maybe if Danbury wants to take a timeout. They didn't after the goal went in. And right now just trying to weather the storm. The good news for them, this game is still tied. And 23 minutes of regulation clock to go. The shots tell the story. Hattricks at one point were more than doubling up the Rockers. It's now 25-21. Still in favor of the Hattricks. Berry in the zone, drops off, Bedard shoots, blocked, spits out to the line. Mullins could not keep. It's floated into the Hattrick zone. Mullins drops it for Bedard. Head up, toe drag, gave it away. Telmstrom 2-on-1, pass across, they score! 4 unanswered goals, 3 here in the second, and the Rockers have their first lead of the game. The Hattricks bench, the fans all shocked as the Rockers have taken control. It was all Danbury. Now Smith, Sneath, Baptiste, and Karagiorgis with 4 consecutive goals have given the Rockers the lead. Shoving behind the net, and here we go. Robinson and Harwell involved. Now in front. You've got more grabbing. Woolley and Telmstrom. Robinson back to his skates. It was Karagiorgis and Harwell that crashed together in the corner. Oakes and Robinson converged as well. And right in front of Ricardo Gonzalez, it was Woolley and Telmstrom barking at each other. So the 4 straight goals go Smith at 15 minutes of the first. Sneath from Rivers, 3:52 into this period. Then Carson Baptiste with Eli Rivers and TJ Sneath assisting a power play goal at 16:27. And then a minute and 5 seconds later, Karagiorgis from Telmstrom and a 4-2 Motor City lead. So it turns into a Hattricks power play, but the face-off is back out to center. It was at the near dot just outside the Rockers line. Danbury is 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Rockers just recently cashed in on their power play chance. Lively off the end board to give away to kick safe. Rebound poked wide. It was Rivers in shorthanded. Nearly tucked it home. You've got Harwell and Rivers behind the play, cross-checking each other. Rather, that is Woolley, number 12, meets up with Rivers. Hattricks cannot keep it in at the line. Still 1:20 on the power play, and under a minute and a half to play in the second period. Van Durken for Gamzatov all the way through. A shot was blocked. Rivers out the other way. He'll play back, runs into Robinson. But the Rockers wasting time, and Colton flings it down the ice. The penalty, Karagiorgis for cross-checking. He got Harwell in the corner. That led to the post-whistle scrum. Vasiliev centers, backhander save, rebound! Was cleared out from in front. LaBelle on the backhand for Ratcliffe, under a minute to go in the period. Ratcliffe looking, shoots, deflected wide off the end boards. It's steered aside. Final 25 of the power play. Ratcliffe walks the wall. Down low, Vasiliev circles the net. Vasiliev opens up. Pass through for Ratcliffe. To the point, LaBelle. Touches for Robinson. 20 seconds, Vasiliev. For Robinson, all the way down low for Harwell. Now 15 in the period. Ratcliffe, we are even. LaBelle shot wide. Rebound in front, all the way through. Ratcliffe with 5 seconds. Pestered. Kept in, LaBelle shoots. Save. Vasiliev with 1. And that's it for period number 2. A frame dominated by the Rockers. They scored 3 goals in the period. They've buried 4 straight to take a 4-3 lead into the second intermission. What a turn of events. Hattricks had a firm grasp of this game, up 3-0, but what do they say? The worst lead in hockey. 3 goals. That becoming true for Danbury tonight. But hey, you still got another 20 minutes to claw back into this game. So in the first period, we had the ugly sweater contest here in Danbury. It was won by a toddler, almost like the Lion King, where they lift them up in front of the crowd. It was special. So that fan, probably the fan's parents, will win the Hattricks jersey that was given out to the winner of the ugly sweater contest. And now it is the second IHOP pancake eating contest. The winners in the contest will have an opportunity to face off at the end of the year at the IHOP in Danbury on Newtown Road. Chance to win free pancakes for a year. Pretty sweet deal. And this will be coming up monthly with the Hattricks. So stay glued to DanburyHattricks.com or our socials at Danbury Hattricks for the next release for the January contest. So it's time for the contest.
The first one done in 1 minute. We're in 30, 40 seconds, somewhere in there. The most done, you advance on to the finals. All right, are you ready?
So who can eat the most pancakes? Here we go. Now the strategy is very interesting. Do you grab it all at once? It looks like the middleman has every single pancake in his hand. He's got it folded up like a taco. It's as dry as can be. No matter how soft, fluffy, and buttery an IHOP pancake is, when there's 5 of them and you're eating it like a burrito, it's not going to go down so easy. I just feel bad for Jim, the ice technician here in Danbury. They're going to be scraping up pancakes for the next couple of games. Well, we got a chuck-a-puck that just flew in from the top. Fans can barely control themselves. Final 10 seconds of the contest. I can't even tell who's got the lead. It looks like the man in the middle. Maybe you just can't tell. How do you do the math? Is 3 bites out of 5 pancakes the best? Or it looks like Michael might have it.
Tyler, guys, Max, what do you think? Who's the winner?
Looks like Max Sorcher coming over for the final ruling.
Tyler is the winner. He wins on the ball.
Our winner is declared. They give it to Tyler, and he'll advance to the final round at IHOP in Danbury. So you clean up the crumbs off the center ice logo. What a spectacular contest. Now, it would be great if they just leave us a tray of fresh, steaming hot pancakes for after the game. A little bit of butter, syrup, and you're batting 1,000.
And he is a big eater. We do know that.
So the 3 tables get folded up.
Before the season is over.
And now, the fan favorite, Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury, the Chuck-a-Puck. The Generales are in the house. Also known as the Chuck-a-Puck cheat code. They've practically won every single time they try it.
Putting this community behind the vehicle, quality automotive vehicles for 35 years. All right. 3, 2, 1, Chuck-a-Puck.
So from pancakes to flying pucks, the goal to get it into the trash can. It's a pretty packed house tonight. I'd assume to see a lot of flying pucks towards the destination. We got a couple clank off the iron. Pucks still flying in. They're all over the place. Almost time to wrap it up. Pucks keep coming in. Looks like James Generale got one in. As we wrap things up, get the final count and see what is cooking and who's winning.
We got 3 winners.
All right, 2 winners. Let's see.
Looks like a 5-9-1. 5-9-1. You can get your prize.
We had 3 winners tonight
We'll see you there.
in the Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury Chuck-a-Puck. And after 40 minutes of play, everyone here a little shocked at how that second period just went. The Rockers with all 3 goals in the period. They've scored 4 straight, and from down 3-0, they have stepped in front 4-3. So they'll clean the ice and get things settled as we head in to the second intermission. But before we do, let's hear from our friends at Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Protect your investments with Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Whether it's outdoor furniture, boats, or your outdoor kitchen, we've got you covered. Literally, At Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut, we specialize in expert shrink wrapping to safeguard your valuable items from harsh weather, dirt, and damage. We wrap anything. No job is too big or too small. We're your trusted local choice for professional shrink wrapping services. Call us today at 203-791-9317 and let us help you protect what matters most. Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. We wrap it, you relax. Still picking up the chuck of pucks here in Danbury. Hattricks trailing by 1. Do they have a comeback in them? Well, we'll have to find out. You'll have to stick around the next 14 minutes, and then we will press play on period number 3. Hattricks trailing the Rockers by 1. You're watching Danbury Hattricks hockey live right here on the Hattricks Digital Network. We are back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, and we are a couple minutes away from the start of the third period. 7 combined goals in this game. Hattricks scored the first 3, all in the first period, but the Rockers with 4 unanswered goals, 1 late in the first, and then they dominated the second with 3 to push out to a 4-3 advantage. Both teams have had different goal scorers. Hattricks with Robinson, Woolley, and Rothke. Rockers with Smith, Sneath, Baptiste, and Carrick-Yorgis with the go-ahead goal as we enter the third period. In between the second and third, Lexi Berkey spoke with Chase Harwell.
Fans, I'm here with number 15, Chase Harwell. Chase, what did you see from that period from your point of view?
I think we got to clean it up in every zone. Execute on the details. We got to get back to our way. That wasn't our best period. Wasn't the start we had in the first. Got to bounce back in the third. Just get more consistent. So.
Is there anything you think you need to do personally?
Just like the rest of the squad, we just got to execute on our details, the little plays, 5-foot passes, our receptions. Got to stay out of the box. We'll be fine in the third period. We got to come out with some energy, though. So.
All right. Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hattricks back on the ice. Thank you to Lexi and Chase. And a big third period for the Hattricks as they try to come from behind on home ice and extend their home winning streak to 3 straight games. Hattricks coming into the night winners of 2 of the last 3, 4 of the past 6, and 5 of the previous 8. Rockers with wins in 4 of the last 6 games. The problem for the Hattricks is when they've trailed after 2, they are winless, 0-6 when entering the third period down. Hattricks did score the first goal of this game, though, and the first 3. They are 6-1-2 when they've done that. Can the Hattricks come from behind? Teams flip sides. It's Smith and Harwell to get things going in the third. And let's do it. The final 20 minutes of regulation, shots 27-24, Hattricks, and here's Harwell. Right away, the shot wide. 9 seconds in, Harwell bursting out of the locker room. And you heard what he said. He said Danbury did not get off to a good start in that second period, and it came back to bite him. As Wells wrists one, it's blocked right back to him. His shot was fought off, and then he scores! Third time's the charm for Tristan Wells as he picks the corner. Might have rang off the post into the back of the net, and 30 seconds off the third period clock, and the Rockers have scored 5 straight and lead by 2. So the Hattricks dominated the first 20, and since then, it has been all Motor City. 5 different goal scorers for the Rockers, and that's the opposite of a good start. Let's see if they can respond. A shot fought off, the puck available and swept at into the near corner. Rivers reverses for Wynn. He's double teamed behind the net. Kicked along by Wynn. Vasiliev. Connects with Mullins on a pass and then leads Ratcliffe, a skipping pass onto his stick. Pressed on by Colton. Ripped down. Wynn takes the puck with a minute erased in the third period, and the Rockers have extended the lead to 2. Rivers, sauces for Sneath, stopped by McCullum with the glove. And Gonzalez, headman's Van Durkin. Zigzags in, wrist shot snagged by Gonzalez, and he holds on. 1:28 gone by in the third period. The goal is Wells unassisted. 30 seconds in to the third period. Hattricks had blocked his first two chances. He got it right back and rang it off the bar and in. Ozone draw. One back, Karagiorgis. Pass Fandon, Van Durken over skates, and the Rockers through center. Karagiorgis worked down by Pettersson, shoots, kick save. Rebound scooped up by Van Durken. Hattricks off the other way. Gemzatov on right wing, looking, centers all the way through. It's picked up by Kuhn, given away. Frolov dances at the blue line, backhand towards the goal, steered away Gonzalez. Chopped along the near boards, Frolov clogs it up. But there go the Rockers out of the zone. Telmstrom knocked off the puck, but Gagnon stole it from Pettersson. In the corner, it's in the feet of Telmstrom. He'll reverse for Gagnon, around the net, shot stopped. Rebound, Gagnon forcing it towards the goal. It was blocked to the far corner, and Smith cannot keep. Hattricks with all three goals coming in the first period, and not much else in terms of success offensively. Here's Anderson 1-on-4, flinging it towards the goal, ramped off the stick of Gonzalez. McGill-Diaz behind the net for Tristan Wells, who scored 30 seconds into this period to make it 5-3. Wells crunching Woolley. That's a size mismatch. Rockers use the glass. It's all the way down. A race. Smith wins it. No icing. Bedard picks his pocket and then leads Harwell up the far wall. Pass for Anderson. Right down the middle. His shot stopped. Hit a stanchion. Anderson had the stick chopped out of his hands, and he drew a penalty. So an opportunity for the Hattricks to turn things around. They've allowed the last 5 goals. McGill-Diaz, the guilty party, takes a trip to the penalty box. Slashing the call. And Danbury can get within 1. Hattricks are 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Hattricks win the draw and possess. Available puck near boards. Robinson in pursuit, and the puck trickles in on Gonzalez, and he holds it with just 11 seconds erased on Danbury's power play. Hattricks with power play goals in 6 of the last 7 games. Rockers penalty kill, 11th out of 14 teams in the league. Ratcliffe through neutral ice, gains the line to the back. Robinson, pass for Vasiliev, to the point LaBelle, back for Vasiliev, centers, Harwell one-timer save, and the rebound is cleared. Bouncing puck eluded LaBelle, who was down on a knee near the blue line. And the Hattricks reorganize. Robinson on right wing. Hattricks are without Johnny Ruiz. With that lower leg injury, blocked the shot Saturday night. LaBelle slipper is grabbed by Gonzalez, and he holds on to it with no rebound. Gonzalez is he is 32 for 35 tonight. McCullum has allowed 5 goals on 27 shots. 45 seconds on the power play. Berry below the goal line. Onto the tape of Van Durkin. Walks the wall, gives back Woolley left point. All the way across. Frolov centers, bouncing puck. Corralled Woolley. To Van Durkin, back for Woolley. Walks in, hands off. Berry down low, centering pass all the way through. Springs off the boards for Woolley with 20 on the man advantage. Woolley walks the line. Gives off Berry, one-timer wide. Out to the right point. It's swept out of the zone by Smith and down the ice. And that just about does it for the Hattricks power play. 5 minutes elapsed in this third period. Berry drags, shoots, and Gonzalez holds it as Berry practically fanned on the shot. 5 minutes and 25 seconds gone by in the third period, and the Hattricks trailing by 2. We'll step aside to the Hattricks Digital Network.
When legal matters arise, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. Expert legal guidance for businesses and individuals. Your case matters. Let us help you with personalized professional service. Keep your car running smoothly with Dowler Garage. From maintenance to repairs, trust our experts to get the job done right. Visit Dowler Garage in New Preston today. Service you can depend on. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. From fire and water damage to mold removal, we provide fast and reliable restoration services. Paul Davis, restoring your peace of mind. Need tickets? TicketSmarter makes it easy to find and buy tickets for concert, sports, and more. Visit TicketSmarter.com today and get the best seats in the house. Frustrated with your business's sluggish tech? Advanced Computer Technologies is here to help. From IT solutions to cybersecurity, we've got you covered. Call us today and keep your business tech on track towards the future.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. It's been all Rockers over the last period and change. They trailed 3-0, 12 and a half minutes in, but they have rattled off 5 unanswered goals. 1 late in the first, 3 in the second, and an early strike from Wells 30 seconds in to the third. Tapped along and out of the zone. Rockers with a 4-on-2. Centering pass, and Sneath rips it wide. Wynn feathers it down low through Baptiste. And Pedersen skies it through neutral ice. Smith fresh off the bench. Throws it ahead. Pedersen attempted to jump it. Baptiste took it. Berry picked his pocket. Ratcliffe into the zone. Taken away by Smith. At center ice, Rocky touching. Rolling puck, and it is Wynn. With 6.5 minutes melted off the third period clock. And it is 5-3 Rockers in the first of 2 games for the Hattricks this weekend. They'll hit the road for Watertown later tonight. Berry looking for Ratcliffe in front of him. Ratcliffe to the back, LaBelle. Berry for Ratcliffe. One-timer stopped, and Gonzalez has it underneath the pads.
Special welcome back in the building.
8 total goals, 8 different goal scorers. Fans have not had much to cheer about since the opening period, besides the sweater contest and the pancake eating contest, as Vasiliev shot ramps off a stick out of play. Faceoff is at the near circle. Oakes uses the glass. It's wobbling and not enough for icing as Rocky overskates. Gagnon stole it. He centers. Smith shoots. Kick save. McCullum touched along. Ratcliffe could not clear. Oakes probing below the goal line. Double teamed. Slides it for Wells. Vasiliev turned back. Gagnon twisting, kicking, falling, and then he took down Berry in the process, but Vasiliev emerges with the puck. Out through center, Ratcliffe for Vasiliev, one-on-one, offside. And now Vasiliev double-teamed in the corner, We'll see if that results in any penalties. Vasiliev, the veteran forward, former KHLer. Best league in Russia. One of the 4 Russians on the Hattricks. Face off at the right dot in front of the Motor City bench. They collect Gagnon's stick. He'll sit on the bench. Van Durken, Gamzatov, Frolov with Bedard and Mullins. Right off the draw, Karagiorgis' stick snapped in half. He goes to the bench, gets a new one. Doesn't hurt the Rockers as they clear the zone. And Karagiorgis with a fresh twig dangles in. Puck goes rolling on the dasher. And kept in. Turnaround shot, Telmstrom. Right pad save McCullum. Left point, Delaney's bid blocked. It spits out to center. And then it's lofted back into the Danbury zone with Mullins. Across for Bedard. Lead for Gamzatov. On goal. Gonzalez opts for the whistle. We've had these feelings before with the Hattricks this season. Moments of stale play, not much circulation in the offensive zone. And they've allowed the Rockers, with 5 unanswered goals and a 2-goal lead, to play their game, which is dump and defend. The Hattricks just haven't really gotten much going since that first period. Not enough bodies to the front of the net. They do have 39 shots, but this is very familiar to game 1 of the year between these teams. Back in October, Hattricks peppered Gonzalez. Couldn't crack the code. This one a little different. They led 3-0. Here's Baptiste, and he scores! A breakaway for Baptiste, his 2nd of the game. 6 straight Rockers goals, and they lead by 3. Oh, it's getting out of hand now. Completely bizarre. And a completely different team the Hattricks have been since leading 3-0. Six consecutive goals for Motor City. 3-goal lead. Ratcliffe for Berry, he shoves it wide. Still plenty of time for a Danbury comeback though. But mention the Hattricks are 0-6 when trailing into the 3rd period. It is Wells and Baptiste with the goals here in the 3rd. In the 2nd, it was Sneath, Baptiste, and Karagiorgis, and Smith started the scoring all the way back in the 1st period with 5 minutes to go. Vasiliev, cross slot pass, swing and a miss from Rotke, who picked up his 1st goal of the season earlier. Here's Ratcliffe with a bid, steered away Gonzalez. You'd assume the Hattricks will start pressing, they just did, and they allowed that alley-oop breakaway goal to Baptiste. Another point for Eli Rivers, team high in points. And goals for Rivers coming into the game. Here's Vasiliev marching up the left wing, crisscrosses Van Durken. Vasiliev left the puck behind. Wells shielding Van Durken, who lifts his stick. Delaney back for Wells. And touched ahead for Smith. Forced ahead, McCullum out of the goal. Ran into Kuhn. And Bedard races into the Rockers zone. Lost possession. It's free in front of the Motor City bench as we've hit the midway point, 3rd period. Oakes, right wing, dropping for Telmstrom, winds and fires wide. Frolov back for Bedard. He'll poke it from Mullins in that far corner. And out for Gamzatov. Hit the linesman. Play is called offside. An immediate timeout with the Hattricks trailing by 3 goals. 6 straight from Motor City. And a 6-3 lead right here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Craving that perfect thin crust pizza? Head to Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Enjoy delicious, crispy edge bar style pizza and have some fun in our arcade while you're here. Great food and entertainment for the whole family, only at Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Looking for your next ride? Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson has you covered. With a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus unbeatable deals, Orchard CDJR is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. Visit Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson today, where great cars meet great service. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hattricks official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. Locally owned, printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Upgrade your home with Buzz 8 Appliance, offering the latest in appliances with expert service and unbeatable prices. Visit us today or shop online. Buzz 8 Appliance, your local home solution.
The Rockers in control. 6 straight goals after Danbury started the party with 3 consecutive. Led it 3-0. The Rockers tied the game, took the lead, and now hold their biggest lead of the night. 9 goals in this game, 9 different goal scorers, 70 shots, 40 for the Hattricks and 30 for the Rockers. And now Danbury to the power play.
Fans, get ready for the Hattricks power
A trip. And Danbury, who is 0 for 3, gets another opportunity with Baptiste in the box. This is a must-have power play goal for the Hattricks here with under 10 minutes to go in the third, down by 3. Robinson down low, Vasiliev all the way through, they score! Just 7 seconds into the power play. Ratcliffe at the left circle snaps it home, and we've got a 2-goal game. They must be listening to me. It was must-have. They had it. They've got power play goals now in 7 of the last 8. 1 for 4 on the night. And Ratcliffe, with his first power play goal of the year, his 3rd goal of the season. And some life for the Hattricks. Frolov taken down at center. Van Durken emerges with the puck. It's Gamzatov in the slot, overskated. Wells cranks it off the glass all the way down, and an icing on Motor City behind the play. Some barking back and forth. The jawing subsides, and a face-off back in the Motor City zone. A couple ticks under 9 minutes left in this 3rd period. We've got a pulse, folks, from the Hattricks. It was a lively first, but they look dead and buried, down by 3. Well, that's what a power play does for you. You must use it as a momentum swing, and the Hattricks do just that with Baptiste in the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey and a 2-goal game. Gamzatov in front. Frolov shoots, chested down. Gonzalez, giveaway, they score! Back-to-back goals! Van Durken in the slot, and it's a 1-goal game! Well, they got the shovel out, and they dug themselves out of the hole. 2 goals. And now just a 1-goal deficit. It was Ratcliffe from Vasiliev and Harwell at 10:44. And now at 11:25, It is Van Durkin to pull the Hattricks within a goal. You could see on the Hattricks bench at that mid-period media timeout, Johnny Ruiz, who is not dressed tonight, the co-head coach in a suit for the first time this season, was getting into his players a bit. Hattricks had surrendered 6 straight goals and lost a 3-0 lead. They get the power play on the Baptiste trip, and then Van Durkin, with the 5th Hattricks goal, has this game tight late here in the 3rd. Woolley rubbed out in front of the Motor City bench. The goal, Van Durkin from Frolov. Hattricks with 2 goals in less than a minute. 40 seconds to be exact. Right point shot up high. It hit off of Berry, who's laboring. Rockers keep it in. A bouncing puck. Oaks sweeps it below the goal line. Rivers centers, detected. Baptiste back for Rivers. Return Baptiste to the right point. Oaks slapper, score! A deflection, Sneath camped out in front. And the momentum swings back in Motor City's direction. It's 7-5. What an offensive barrage from both of these teams. 12 combined goals. And right when the Hattricks are trending in the right direction, a tip from Sneath goes bar down and puts the Rockers back up by 2. Now do the Hattricks have the answer? Well, they've got a 3-on-2. Van Durkin into the zone, drags, backhander, save, rebound is free, and then covered by Gonzalez. The way this game is going, you never know what can happen with just under 7 minutes to go. It's Sneath from Oaks at 12:49. The Rockers' response, a minute and 25 seconds after Van Durkin pulled Danbury within 1. LaBelle's shot wide, springs off the end boards. Gamzatov in front through Van Durkin. LaBelle left point, lumberjacks it in deep. Milam crunched, centering LaBelle through his legs and all the way out to center. Rotke around the net, Gagnon in his hip. Dangles out of trouble. Hattricks are out with numbers. Gamzatov, left wing, drops Van Durkin. Back for Gamzatov, it was blocked. Rockers can't clear. Frolov across. Gonzalez for Van Durkin. He shot it off the side of the net. Going to the bench was Rotke. He's gassed. He gets a change. Pettersson hops on. And Gonzalez, surging in his own zone, will angle it for Pettersson. With less than 6 on the clock, 3rd period, Hattricks trailing by 2. A wild 3rd period it has been. 3 goals for the Rockers, 2 for the Hattricks. Danbury trailed by 3. They got it within 1. And it's just been back and forth. Pettersson storms up the left wing, cross corner dump off the end boards, and Wynn slaps it down, and no icing. Time not the Hattricks' friend. Approaching 5 minutes remaining. Bedard, outlets for Woolley. Through the middle, it was in front of Harwell, but through Baptiste, so Harwell takes it in. Mullins tapping for Bedard, who gets it back on his stick at center. Bedard, right through the middle, left the puck behind. Ratcliffe wins it, Vasiliev, and Ratcliffe at the right circle. Ratcliffe for Mullins, wrist shot, into the glove, rebound poked wide. Bedard pinching at the right point. And it's one-handed out to center with 4.5 to go. McGill Diaz gave it away. Berry went tumbling down, and the outlet pass for Baptiste. Already has 2 goals tonight. Baptiste drags to the backhand, lost the handle, and Vasiliev circles around the net, has plenty of open ice in front. He'll step inside the line. Left wing Vasiliev all the way around the net, looking to the back. LaBelle shoots, blocked, follow-up, poked ahead, and McGill Diaz in the far corner locates Smith, banks it off the boards for Gagnon. And a drop for Wells, who rings it off the post and into the netting. Well, you felt the Hattricks had the wheels turning, but then Motor City snatching the momentum right back and regaining a 2-goal lead. Last media timeout here in Danbury. We'll be right back.
Craving breakfast all day? Come to IHOP for pancakes, omelets, and more any time of the day. Visit your local IHOP today, because breakfast is always a good idea. Kick back and relax with a cold beer from Housatonic River Brewing. Craft brews made locally with love. Visit our tap room today. Housatonic River Brewing, where great beer meets great company. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Ready for your dream getaway? Let Dream Vacations plan the perfect trip for you. From cruises to tropical resorts, we make travel easy. Call today and start packing for your dream vacation. Start your morning right with Grounds Donut House. Delicious donuts, fresh coffee, and local charm. Visit us today for a sweet start to your day. Grounds Donut House, where every bite is a delight. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need quality dental care? Aspen Dental makes it easy to get the smile you deserve. Affordable, reliable, and convenient. Call now to schedule your appointment at Aspen Dental, where we bring smiles to life.
Well, this is it. Go time for the Hattricks. Down 2 in a game that's seen 12 goals. 5 of them here in the third, 3 in the second, and 4 in the first. Right off the draw, it's Frolov winning a battle. Feathers ahead for Gamzatov. Instead, Gonzalez steers it to the far corner. To the back, it's Rotke. Walks the line, gives off Frolov, dangling around. It finds Van Durken. Backhander for Frolov, he fanned! Had Gonzalez on his backside and couldn't tuck it home. The puck pried free Van Durken. To the right point, LaBelle. Wrist shot tipped, blocked. And there's Smith out the other way. Angles for Gagnon, who takes a hit from LaBelle. Play is offside and a shot after the whistle. We've got grabbing LaBelle and Smith in the far corner. The Russians engaged. We've seen that a couple times tonight. Some near misses for the Hattricks down low. It looked promising. 2 goals in 40 seconds. But then Sneath, a minute and 25 seconds later, reinstalled the 2-goal lead. But the Hattricks right back to the power play. They used it as momentum to get within 2 on the Ratcliffe goal. They're 1 for 4, in need of another spark from the man advantage. In the box is Gagnon. Off the draw, Colton pounds it out of the zone. Under 3 to play. Gagnon on sportsmanlike conduct. That's why he sits. Big opportunity for the Hattricks. LaBelle to the near side. Robinson shoots head high off the backboards. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Time ticking. Harwell shoots, scores! Top shelf magic for Chase Harwell. A power play goal, and Danbury is 1 goal down. They won't go away. 7-6. Back-to-back power play goals for the Hattricks. They've scored 3 of the last 4. And it is a 1-goal game. What a snipe from Harwell. He loves that move. Get the puck on the goal line, open up and score. Here's Frolov in. Couldn't get the shot. Rebound. Van Durkin overskated and then was tossed in the slot. Under 2.5 to play in the third. Rockers ice it. Oh, the fans are into it. Most of the Hattricks players are on their feet on the bench. Danbury in search of 3 straight home wins. They led 3-0, trailed 6-3. Cut it to 6-5, and now 7-6. Off the draw, a shot blocked. Frolov teed it up. He's got it back, circling in his zone. Gonzalez through center, chopped along. Hattricks gain the line. A clear attempt hits a stanchion, still in the zone, and then whacked out it into the Hattricks area. Under 2 minutes to go. Pedersen turns back. Berry circling in Danbury territory. 1:40 on the clock, and it still ticks. Berry for Pedersen. Rockers clamping down. Pedersen floats it ahead, rolling towards the goal. McGill-Diaz retrieves. Outlet Sneath. Angles off the boards. Numbers for the Rockers. Rivers ahead for Baptiste. It's knocked away by McCullum. Baptiste looking for the hat trick. Danbury the other way. Rockers have clogged things up in the neutral zone. Ratcliffe for Vasiliev. Gains the line. Self-pass. Vasiliev into the middle. McCullum to the bench. Extra skater on. Under a minute to go. LaBelle shoots. Skinner's blocked. Rebound save. It's available in the far corner. Berry with 50 seconds. Down low Vasiliev. Back for Berry. To the right point. Bedard shoots. Glove save Gonzalez. And he holds on. Late stages, third period. Hattricks down by 1, trying to complete the ultimate comeback. And a timeout. If you are just joining us, you've missed a lot of goals. It looked like a Hattricks runaway in the first 12.5 minutes. Robinson, Woolley, and Rocky made it 3-0 Danbury. But a late first period goal by Avery Smith gave the Rockers life and started a 6 unanswered goal stretch. Sneath, Baptiste, and Karagiorgis in the second. Wells and Baptiste in the third. Hattricks were given a power play. Ratcliffe scored almost immediately to make it 6-4. And then a goal 40 seconds later from Van Durkin brought Danbury within 1. But right when the Hattricks were feeling good, Sneath deflected a shot under the bar at 12:49 to give Motor City back its 2-goal lead. But Harwell on the power play at 17:23 has this as a 1-goal game. Hattricks with 50 shots with 45 seconds to go. Net is empty. LaBelle shovels it wide of the net. Ratcliffe racing. Van Durkin keeps it at the line. It's a free puck left point. Van Durkin down low. Vasiliev for Ratcliffe. 30 seconds in regulation. LaBelle for Bedard. Wrist shot. Deflected wide. Ratcliffe corrals far corner with 20. All the way to the back. Bedard. Shot blocked. It's tied up and cleared out to center with 15. 6 skaters on for Danbury. LaBelle fires in with 10. Milam gave it away. Bedard shoots, save. The rebound in the far corner. Baptiste fires it down for the empty net. And the time runs out for the Hattricks as they fall 7-6 in an offensive outpour from both of these teams. The Rockers hold on 7-6 and now lead the season series 3-2. What an unbelievable game. The Rockers erased a 3-goal first period deficit. They buried 6 unanswered to take a 6-3 lead, but the Hattricks, scoring 3 of the final 4 goals in the game, crawled back. They had their chances, they surged late, but they could not get the job done, and their home win streak ends at 2.
December 27th. Puck drop is set at 7:30 p.m.
They did make it entertaining in the end,
And stick around for the 3
but the Hattricks will head to the bus. Losers tonight, 7-6, on their way to Watertown for the final game of the weekend set and the last game before the holidays. Hattricks will most likely be disappointed with this performance, mostly from a defensive standpoint. 7 goals allowed.
And now, the 3 stars of tonight's game.
It didn't really seem like the Hattricks took their foot off the gas. It was more so the Rockers up their play in that first period. They clawed to get 1 goal, and then right out of the locker room, I don't know what was said in that locker room in between the first and second period, but the Rockers responded with 4 goals.
And tonight's first star from the Rockers with 2 goals and 2 assists, number 17.
5 consecutive, rather 6 consecutive.
On behalf of the players and management, we thank you for your support and attendance this season.
And they took a 6-3 lead, and it was too tall of a mountain to climb for the Hattricks. And really the back-breaking goal was Sneath. Just a minute and about 25 seconds after Danbury had cut the game to 1, the Rockers made it 7-5. Hattricks would get 1 more, but that was it. So Danbury falls to 7-7-4-1, 27 points. The Rockers improve to 5-10-1-3 with 22 points. Hattricks now 3-5-1 on home ice, and they will play 3 straight home games coming out of the holidays before hitting the road for 3 in a row. And then back in Danbury against the Rockers on January 17th and 18th to close out this season series. Tough one for Danbury tonight. Not much defense from either team. And the Hattricks on the short end of the stick in a 7-6 loss to the Rockers. 7 goals. The most the Hattricks have surrendered in a game this season. And 6 scored is the second most the Hattricks have tallied in a game this year. They did it against Motor City in October in the win, 6-2 victory, and then they beat the HC Venom 9-3 earlier on in the year as well. All right, that just about does it for us here inside the Danbury Ice Arena. For everyone working hard behind the scenes, I'm Doug Latukin saying have a great rest of your night, Hattricks and Rockers fans. Motor City wins it by 1. Danbury is back in action tomorrow night, 7:30 puck drop in Watertown. You can catch the game on Wolves TV. All the information in our newsletter, on social media, and at DanburyHattricks.com. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas, and we will talk again next week when Watertown and Binghamton come to town on Friday and Saturday. Good night, everyone.